to you from the Radio for One studios in Franklin, Michigan. Welcome to the Detroit Cast.
Big fan.
A show not just free of charge, but free of FCC regulation.
Thank you for your support of the Detroit Cast.
Oh, there it is.
And without further delay, it's showtime. Please welcome the Detroit Cast. Here are your hosts, Mike and Jay.
It is my fucking goddamn property! Get out now!
Oh, hello. Welcome to the Detroit Cast. My favorite series of drops right there. Oh, how are you, my
Get out
friend?
of my car now!
I'm well.
Doing all right?
Thank
Yeah. Look better than I do.
What happened?
I was up all fucking night.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You know what it was? When Russell was out there working yesterday, after
Yeah.
he left, I went out and did some weeding myself. And I'm so allergic to that shit. Dude, it kept me up all night.
You have more issues.
Yeah.
you know?
Well, I've always been allergic to grass and all that stuff.
And I'm allergic to everything outside.
Yeah.
My God, man.
I know. The forces are telling me not to exit the house. And so finally at about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, I took some Benadryl and was finally able to kind of clear up. Oh, what a nightmare, though.
Speaking of Russell and his time out there, I was thinking maybe indigency might be the route we go on this. Not elderly. We could maybe go disabled, indigent.
Indigency mean?
Just, completely poor, lacking of any sort of...
I love how you view me. Just a degenerate.
Well,
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying most people don't point it out to someone's face, how they really feel about them. You have no problem with that, though. Anyway, I do feel better this morning. So welcome
Good.
to the show. A lot to get to. We just got word. I'm thrilled that Erebus is going to let us come out.
Yeah. I've been sort of
Holy
setting up
shit.
a few things in the fall here, Erebus being one of them. You guys are not excited about this.
No, not in the least.
I'm marginally, I don't like scary shit either, but I've
Yeah.
never been,
Yeah.
and I'm very interested to see it. Russell and Manny went last year, and
They didn't
said
get
it's
through it all, did they?
Horrifying. No, it was the first haunted house they'd ever made it through. I told you the story about the Mackinac Island one,
Yeah.
where they did just like my brother and I. They didn't make it through. They hit the first exit and went out the alley.
Yeah.
Well, they made it through Erebus, probably because they were with a bunch of their friends.
Oh, okay.
But they said it was horrifying.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that.
I'm not.
Putting E in that situation.
I'm not. I don't mind putting a camera on E like we did a couple years ago. That was pretty
The
funny.
head cam.
Yeah, that was hilarious to watch his face. Who did he look like
Looked
again?
like Paul from the Wonder Years.
Yeah. It was so funny.
The nose gets elongated. The glasses.
Yeah, he kind of had that fisheye lens look right in his face.
Yep.
It was pretty funny. We'll have to resurface that video. But yeah, it surprises me because I've known you for a long time. You've never been like into scary things, so it's surprising to me that for 2 years now, E and I were both quietly on the side, just like, hopefully Jay forgets Halloween's again this year.
I think it'll be fun,
Erebus.
man.
So yeah, yeah. The other thing that's on our schedule coming up here is little makeover action. For
Yeah,
young,
which
for
one?
young
Which
Mr.
one of us? Oh, it's E, isn't he? Yeah, he's being made over.
Yeah, we've got some things in the works. We figured it'd be good to give him a head start to help, find a lady or a gentleman, whatever, gentleman caller or a lady, whatever you need.
Need to smooth out some of the rough spots.
Yeah, and so we were thinking like outfit. What else? What else are we
Well,
doing?
originally we were hoping he would hang on with the glasses and
Yeah.
not replace those glasses that he had broken. Would you roll over them in,
I guess, I don't
San
know.
Fran or something? And
That
it
was
would tape
just
on 'em?
before then.
Yeah, so he ended up replacing the glasses. We were hoping to get him a far different style, give him a different look. But he's got those dumb things. We'll do the hair. Maybe we'll do some contacts. I don't know. Get those beady eyes glaring at you.
I don't know if that's a good idea for anybody.
We'll do a sweet Brazilian wax on him. Maybe.
Yeah, we've said we'll do this and we'll get you made over, but you get zero input on anything. So we've got handlers that are going with him, so that he doesn't go, well, just take a little bit off the top.
Yeah.
No, he's not going to have. So
Walks
what?
out with a plume, just
Yeah.
less greasy. No.
No, He gets no input on any of the clothes he gets, any shoes he may get.
I want him walking out of there with a sweet little triangle bush.
So while we were thinking about this, and it's coming up in like a week or something, isn't it? Aren't we sending you out in a week?
And by the way, we should mention that this is brought to you by none other than our friend David Helm
Yes.
at Helm Law.
Yes.
He's having an office expansion that he wants everybody to know
A
about.
remodeling, if you will.
Remodeling, if you will, and an open house on Thursday, September 22nd at 3 p.m.
Very good. What day again?
September 22nd at 3 p.m.
Okay.
And we'll have more details about that as we go forward.
Yeah. So he's going to help us out putting the finances together to do this little event. And one of the things that Jay and I were mulling over it just felt like an incomplete process. You know, it was like, okay, yeah, we get him his haircut and
The manicure.
Yeah.
You got to stay away from the feet, obviously. Those are being attended to by medical professionals.
Right. So we can't do the petty as far as the mani-pedi goes. So we were thinking along the lines of, and we might need some help with audience members out there because I'm struggling to find a place right now that does anal bleaching. That was the last thing on the wish list. And it just seemed like a good idea. I mean, with what we know about the poop flakes and that happened in your poor gym.
It doesn't seem like that's necessary to me.
Well,
Like, I don't know how that's going to help me find a lady.
Well, if you do find one, it'll be a little extra
Nice surprise.
little cherry on top.
oh, he does care. Look what he's done for himself. It's a talking point. It's an in, too. If you're out at the bar and there's some young female there that you're interested
You
in.
ever seen a bleached anus? Check it out.
If I do that, that means I'm going to really actually have to take care of it for a little bit.
Maybe. I printed off some information about what goes into that. And so if anybody knows of a place around here, from what I gather, it's about $150 to $175.
Is it a single treatment or is it a series of treatments?
It looks like a series of treatments, but there is some maintenance. There's some pre-work that needs to be done and some post-work.
I'm picturing a big tongue depressor. Him going home and just rubbing some stuff on there and letting it set.
Well, I was looking at some videos. There's a doctor out in New York, a female doctor, kind of along the lines of Dr. Ruth, and she's posted a few videos. So I watched a couple videos about it. They were doing it on females, but so they showed exactly how they do like a laser hair removal treatment on the anus itself, and then
Wowie.
What?
Yeah,
I don't want any lasers around my anus.
doesn't look bad. So I printed out some things, and so what is anal bleaching? E for the lay. Anal bleaching is the process of lightening the color of skin around the anus. This is done to make the color of the anus more uniform with the surrounding area.
Yeah,
so that's
take
the
that
end goal.
That unsightly kind of brownish into pinkish away.
Exactly.
Uniformity.
Gross. I think the anus is such a disgusting thing. I hate buttholes, by the way.
Dude, the word butthole just cracks me up every time.
I know.
Butthole. I don't know, man. It's just like in your
It's so
face.
disgusting.
It is so in your face.
This thing that opens
Can
up.
you? Are you able to like lay on your back with your head with your legs?
Like we're changing his diaper?
Yes. Are you able to do that for like an hour straight?
I don't know.
What if we belted his ankles to his neck?
Yeah, we could do that. Or rope tie him up, hog tie
how do
him.
these other
If we
people
hog
do
tied
it?
him, well, they're chicks usually, and so they look comfortable. They got this ass on display, and there's a little towel there, and as they get in there and,
And they
start
can
to work.
sit there like that for an hour?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's an hour.
All
I mean,
in the
there was
name
a
of beauty, E. Come on, man.
yeah, there was a video being, so it was being walked through, so it probably took longer than it normally would. But yeah, so what should you expect at your anal bleaching appointment? And so you'll purchase your peel and peel package and schedule an in-office peel for a date when you are not menstruating. So you have to.
Next week, E.
Are we?
Flying the Japanese flag?
I think I should be good.
Okay.
So in the weeks, and you probably should have started this early. We'll have to lie to them if we find a place that's willing to do it. We'll have to lie to them and say that you've started your pre-regimen conditioning.
Which would be entail.
Let's see. In the weeks prior to your office peel, you will begin your preconditioning regimen with our body bleach for a period of time. All skin types should precondition the area to be treated. You will be instructed not to shave or wax in the 3 days before the peel, and don't suntan either. Can we trust that he can do that? That he can not wax for 3 days prior and don't suntan and burn? Because the fear is you'd burn it.
Yeah.
You don't want to burn your anus, E. It'll just irritate things.
I'll try. No, I don't think the weather looks that great this weekend, but I guess I'll try to sustain from nude
With your butthole open.
nude
Knee
tanning.
cheek spread. Yeah, I think if you just spread your legs and lay on your back and arch your butt up a little bit, that could be a problem. So don't do that for a few days prior. You'll also be asked to clean the area with they provide you with a gentle antibacterial cleanser before arriving at your appointment.
That's vital, E.
Yeah.
You don't want to be presenting to this lady with a dirty butthole.
Yeah, that would be, so
Uncouth,
embarrassing.
uncouth to say the least.
You've
Don't embarrass us, E.
You've embarrassed us enough to this point, E.
I don't know what to say, dude. I
So
very rarely clean my butthole. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. Once this is completed, you would come in for your peel appointment. You may arrive sans underwear or wearing a very loose-fitting skirt or yoga pants. So your choice.
How about tearaway Pistons pants?
I think that would count too. But leave your
These are
filthy
my
underwear
yoga pants.
at home.
Sorry, leave my what at home?
Your well,
G-strings, your tight fitting.
yeah, you don't want to wear anything like really tight fitting.
Got you. No thongs.
So a skirt, no thongs. Yeah, absolutely not.
Understand.
The anal bleaching is performed in the comfort and privacy of a cozy spa room with a trained professional. You will first clean the area and change into disposable underwear, which is good for you. You can just chuck them when you're done.
Right.
Perfect.
Your skincare professional will apply the peel with the assistance of a fan for your comfort. So you'll have a nice overhead fan right on your anus to keep it dry and comfortable. You can expect to feel a mild burning sensation.
What?
Just
mild.
mild.
Very,
It's
very
mildy.
mild. Yeah. Nothing you can't.
It's like
They're not
when
gonna
you
be putting
eat,
their
it's like when
finger
you
in
eat,
my butt, are they?
it's like when you eat Taco Bell the night before.
yeah.
Mild.
Yeah. With the flaming hot sauce, not the mild sauce.
Right.
And then you can expect so you feel the mild burning sensation, no big deal. We've already established that. You will be given time to rest and heal before they make you put your loose fitting clothing back on. So before you put your Pistons tearaway pants on,
Healing?
they'll let you relax a little bit.
Am I gonna get like a massage out of this or
You
something?
might enjoy the sensation.
Yeah.
I
Now this is key, E. This is before we move on here. I need you to pay attention here, Jay. Make sure you're looking at him, and I'm not seeing his face right now. So make sure he's paying attention because this stuff is very, very important. So what happens after your appointment? You'll be instructed not to rinse the area for at least 6 hours.
No problem.
Not 60 hours, 6 hours. It is also fine for you to go to sleep without panties on and wash the next day. So if you want to do that, you can do that. If you want to go commando.
No panties, E.
You are not to have now. This is crucial, Jay. Pay attention. Make sure he's paying attention. I need you to pay attention too, because we're going to have to enforce this.
Yeah.
You are not to have anal sex or swim for 3 days.
Can you do that, E? It's 3 days.
I don't know about swimming. About the what if I want to go swimming? Wednesday, Thursday,
For
Friday,
3
Saturday?
days, no
That means
anal
I can't go swimming
and
on
no
Saturday?
swimming for 3 days.
kind of a
72
bummer.
hours.
E, you want this to work, don't you?
Yeah. You don't want
I
to have
don't
to go back in for round 2 because
Well, no.
you ruined it by swimming or having anal.
I'm not going to be having anal sex. Okay.
Whatever. You can expect your freshly bleached anus now to peel 6 to 7 days after your in-office peel.
shit. Really?
What?
Yeah. It's important that you do not. Now, listen closely, E. Pay attention.
Peel?
It's very, very important that you do not pick or pull at the flakes. Instead, they'll give you a sedating lotion that you need to massage on the anus, the bleached area, 1 to 3 times per
Dude,
day.
this is a lot worse than I thought it was going to be.
I know.
thought I was just going to walk in there, get a little
What did you think? I mean, what are we spending all this good money on? You think they're just going to go in there and just like rub a cream on it?
It's
and
a
send you home?
process, E. It's a process.
Kind of what I thought, to be honest with you.
In conjunction with your peel series, you may continue to use the body bleach on the bleached area until it reaches a desired shade. So, do you have a hand mirror? You keep a good look on it and make sure.
No, I don't know that I do have a hand mirror, to be honest with you.
Well, we could probably get you one.
Just
Sarah Titties
roll
will
up
let
with
you
a
borrow
hand
one.
mirror. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that, fellas. What do you think of the shading we got going on? Not bad.
Look at my anus.
We're looking for consistency again.
Yeah.
Why is this necessary? I don't think that's necessary in a
Oh,
makeover.
I think it is. Jay,
Yosh,
am I off
dude,
base
dude.
here?
No, like we said at the beginning, we felt that there was this void in what we were going to do with you, and this fills it. This is it, man.
I totally agree.
Cherry on top.
Prince beard sounded nice,
Yeah.
but he'll blow that after a few days of stubble, and he won't be able to keep it up or nothing. But the anal bleaching, that's a story for a lifetime. And who knows? If you love it, maybe it's something you invest in for the future.
I don't know. Maybe you. How do you know you don't like it?
Well, it's not about me right now. Selfish. It's about you. I mean, this is a day. This is E's day at the spa. Going out of our way to take good care of you here.
Get at least a massage, I think, if I'm gonna get anal bleaching.
I'm sure Sarah Titties will comfort you and rub your shoulders for you or something.
This is
So anyway, if anyone knows of a place that does this, I was looking in the Metro Detroit area. This is you're on the cutting edge, by the way. This is huge in Hollywood and in
right.
New York right now. Huge
doesn't
places.
sound like
that-
for guys.
Well, whatever. I mean, you have an anus just like a woman, so whatever. Anus is an anus. So it's hugely popular. It's making its way here, but I was searching out anal bleaching all over Southeast Michigan, and I found some places, and I don't know that they do it. I don't know if that's just, any sort of salon comes up, and so I don't know. But if anyone knows of a place that we could try,
I imagine there's some place in Birmingham that'll do it.
you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do vaginal bleaching too, and the Brazilians. I saw a lot of videos on male Brazilians.
Male Brazilians.
Yeah.
To do what?
You watched a lot of videos on this, did you?
Yeah. Well, they pull up videos on the
Listen.
side, and so I just saw a guy with his legs.
What would
over
a
his head
male?
and some chick with a razor on his bag, and I was
What?
like, no.
I'm good enough there. I feel like I've got that down personally.
Well, one person you could impress with this is perhaps the other thing we were talking about having ED do, which was go visit John Hinckley Jr.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He's out and about, dude.
Oh,
we got him
yeah,
at
you're
Subway
right.
now.
Yep.
you're
Weren't you
right.
saying Wendy's? Weren't we saying
I
he
was saying
big?
Wendy's.
Wendy's was what E read, but this is in where? Wilmington, Virginia?
Something like that, yeah. And it sounds like if you just kick around that area like we'd suggested E could do.
The Hink will make an appearance.
Yes, he was spotted. He's been in jail or some sort of confinement, hospital or whatnot for 35 years. They say he's attempting to build some sort of future for himself now. He's driving a silver Toyota Avalon. He took his 90-year-old mom, Joanne, to a nearby Subway to pick up some sandwiches and some drinks. He could be just about anyone. There's nothing about him to suggest that here is someone with a place in the history books. Hinckley was, was obviously desperate to impress Jodie Foster.
Yes.
Do you remember what movie he was trying to? What role was it that got him all fucking hot and bothered for her?
I have no idea.
It was Taxi Driver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She must have been young back then. I mean, that's an old movie.
Yeah, she was very young.
He had moved to New Haven, Connecticut while she was at Yale. Some of this I hadn't realized, but while she was at Yale and enrolled in writing classes to be near her, and then he would push notes under her dorm room door.
What a creeper.
Yeah. When she failed to reciprocate, he decided on a grand gesture: either commit suicide in front of her, hijack a plane, or kill the president. Nice choices, asswipe. Shortly before he shot the president, he sent Jodie Foster a note. It read, "Over the past 7 months, I've left you dozens of poems, letters, and love messages in the faint hope that you could develop an interest in me. Although we talked on the phone a couple times, I never had the nerve to simply approach you and introduce myself. The reason I'm going ahead with this attempt now is because I cannot wait any longer to impress you, John Hinckley Jr." Hinckley, pled insanity, and they've tried to change the rules on pleading insanity. They've made it much harder because specifically of John Hinckley's case. Some of the other things that I wasn't quite aware of, within 5 years, he has to be allowed home visits, but a search of his room found he'd been corresponding with Ted Bundy, the serial killer, and had tried to find an address for Charles Manson.
My God, man.
Even when he was finally allowed home visits in 2000, he got himself into trouble smuggling articles about Jodie Foster back into his hospital. He was finally released from St. Elizabeth's on August 5th to become a free man. The only conditions of his release are that he has no contact with any member of the Reagan family or with Jodie Foster. And I think didn't they say he had to give up all, like any sort of online correspondence he was doing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you can just basically care for his 90-year-old mom and travel to Wendy's and Subway. I bet Subway's loving this. No sooner do they get rid of Jared
Yeah.
and my man's walking in and out.
That poor mom too. For the last 35, like all of her golden years, stuck. Think about that. Like her husband was this oil man, was wealthy.
Really?
Yeah. And then now here she is for all these years, into her 90s now, stuck dealing with this whole thing as this asshole kid tries to kill the president.
What do you think? E is still up for this?
I mean, I don't like.
I
Yeah,
think
I
you could
guess.
befriend that son of a bitch.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Looks friendly enough, doesn't
What do
he?
you think is the goal? I guess it's just
Get a selfie with him.
that's what I would say. Like,
Yeah.
right?
Get his number.
Yeah. That was the other thing. He's not allowed to talk to the media.
That was my thing. And then they said there was going to be like people surrounding him, or not surrounding him, but kind of watching him or something.
Yeah, they say that, but they're not going to.
Surveilling.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you could go up and talk to him though. If we like 1 week when we're on vacation or something, send E down to Virginia for the week. Just go, dude. You hang out at the subway. You're looking for this Toyota
That'd be
Avalon,
awesome, dude.
and you just kick around all day and you try to find him.
See the son of a bitch holding an 8.5 by 11 glossy of the ink, just looking
Dude,
at everybody.
is
Will you
that
sign
him?
this? Is that him?
Will you sign this for me?
Yeah, I mean, whatever. I guess I wonder how long it would be before the subway people would start to like. I'm just sitting there. For what? I mean, how long can you sit there before they ask you, "Hey, what
Well,
do
you can sit in the parking lot. You don't need to sit in a booth in Subway.
To constantly be eating a foot long.
Okay, but
Do I get free refills? Do the free refills extend to tomorrow if I promise not to leave?
okay, but even the parking lot, I always like think like people are gonna. I'm in, dude. I mean, I'll do it. I'm
You ever
just,
worked at Subway? You could probably just help out.
no, Subway's one of the few places I've not held employment.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Wendy's you have, though.
For a,
You could jump behind the counter. serve
technically,
some
I never
Frosties.
served the day. I just did the training and then I left. But
Locals are seeing him kicking around the area, though. So, E, if you keep your eyes peeled, I think you can find him.
well,
Really think you could.
I mean, I'm up for it. Obviously.
Did you see Trump's big speech yesterday?
Heard about it. Didn't see
Yeah.
it.
He was on point. I don't know.
He was reading something, right?
Yes.
Other people helped him prepare.
Yep. As they've been desperately trying to get him to do for months now. It was pretty good. I watched it. Some people are complaining not enough substance. He's very good at doing the whole, this is what's going on and we need to be relentless.
Yeah. This
but
was all about ISIS.
Yeah, basically taking it to ISIS. He called for a relentless war against Islamic terrorism. Would involve a total effort by the government while working with any country that shares the overreaching goal and our overreaching goal in keeping out those who believe in bigotry or hatred. Part of the effort would involve extreme vetting. I don't even know what that means. It's like, and I mean extreme, very, very extreme vetting. Not sure what that means exactly. He wants to extremely vet the migrants seeking to come to the U.S. from abroad. Trump said Hillary wants to be America's Angela Merkel, who's the chick in Germany who's letting in all the migrants, and we see how that's going. You know what a disaster that immigration has been to Germany.
Fingerings everywhere.
Yes, chicks can't even go to the pool anymore without being fingered. So Trump he was speaking at Youngstown State University in Ohio in a speech meant to be to reveal the total commitment to battle the groups that have carried out brutal terror attacks. Support networks for terror will be stripped out and removed one by one, viciously if necessary. I thought he did a good job of really pinpointing, you need to know who your enemy is. This side won't even mention the name radical Islamic terrorism. I'm not afraid to do that, and he went right down the list. The Orlando incident and how many people were killed there, San Bernardino, Nice. He spent 15 minutes going down the list of all the atrocities that have taken place around the world. He was also talking about, how we should have taken the oil, which I don't know.
Yeah, he was all about that early on.
Yeah.
Rush in there and take the oil.
One thing I didn't hear him say was anything about building a wall. He kind of dropped the whole.
I don't know.
Have you heard him say anything? I haven't heard
No.
shit at all, really, about building the wall and having Mexico pay for it like he used to say.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess it's better received from him than going off the deep end. Speaking of ISIS, they executed 6 people by boiling them in hot tar. Yeah.
Medieval, man.
I know. 6 people have been put to death being immersed in boiling vats of tar. Oh, that would hurt
Tar,
a lot.
God.
Hey, this kind of brings us back to your frog analogy.
Well,
Where the hell were you going with the frog analogy
What do you-
anyway? I still don't get it.
how do you
I
not?
mean, it's an excellent amphibian fact. I love that. I love the idea that you can just turn up the heat on the guy and he'll sit
Yeah.
there and die. But if you throw him in boil water, he'll jump right out. I love that. That's a great fact.
Thank you.
As
Thank
is the fact that he has a great tongue that'll snap out and get
Yeah.
a fly.
He doesn't do well if you step on his back, though.
The fact that Diggum is pitching for sugar smacks, a great amphibian fact.
Yeah.
But how does this get us to running, man?
Well, here's the thing with the running there, where I was trying to go, and you refused to listen to me because I think you got really hung up on my frog analogy. And if you listen back to it, I think you'll agree that you were very, very much wanted to dive into the details of the frog analogy. What I was trying to say was watching these guys start at a slower pace as they were running that race. And then as they picked up speed as the race went on, I'd been watching them go at this pace, and then they just gradually picked up the pace a little more, so it didn't look like they were hauling ass.
So what does that have to do with throwing a frog into boiling
And so I was
water?
saying it was kind of like, had I been watching them go at top end speed the whole time, I would have been like, wow, those guys are hauling ass. But to watch them gradually, like turning up the heat on the frog, it didn't look to me like they were going that fast.
To me, frogs are better broad jumpers than runners.
You're getting hung up on the wrong thing.
I've never even seen a frog run.
You're getting stuck on the wrong thing here. You're missing the analogy.
Can a frog
completely.
run like that? Can
No.
he like lift one leg? And,
I get the analogy, and I still don't understand it. Just FYI.
You guys both suck. How do you not understand that? Just said it appeared visually like he wasn't running that fast.
So it appeared. So you can visually appear when you turn up the heat on a frog. That it's
dude,
no
it
big deal.
it has no application.
Like, that's-
I mean, it's like I said, a very interesting amphibian fact. Very interesting.
I still stand by that statement.
So
I stand by it.
Okay, never mind.
Are you guys fucking kidding me? You
No.
don't understand the connection that I was trying to
from
make.
watching a runner start to pick up the speed to the heat going up on a frog and having it not affect
and having
him.
it kill him,
Yeah.
as opposed to throwing him in boiling water where it would where he'd jump out. I don't get why that it has any application. I understand that they gradually began.
Yeah,
I understand that
it
the
was-
frog gradually is
It
getting.
had nothing to do with the dying of the frog afterwards. It was just that
See, that's the lack of
Did it have to
application.
do with?
because the heat gets turned up slowly, right? And you don't notice, the frog doesn't notice that he's being cooked to death.
Just like you didn't notice. Watching
I didn't
these
notice
guys run.
watching these guys that they were going faster because it was gradual. Like turning up the heat on a frog, boiling in water. See?
Okay.
Again, broad jump. Okay, let's talk frogs. Running, no. I don't even know if they can do that action. Like, do their top arms go like that? What
don't
kind of
think so.
stride do they have?
I don't think so.
Have great legs, but I just don't know that they have a stride.
Yeah.
seen them swim.
I don't think they have independent movement of their back hips.
No,
So that would be a problem.
Yeah.
But if you put them up on their back hands only,
they're kind of bow-legged, right?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they're bow-legged, so I don't think they could really run.
No, but if they could stand up, maybe then they could. And who knows how fast they'd be then.
I've seen Michigan J. Frog do a nice little
Hello,
dance.
my baby.
Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime
gal.
He does a dance,
Everybody do the Michigan rag.
but he doesn't run.
Well, he scoots. Not saying he'd be a world champion, but
You can run on water, apparently.
can they? You got a frog running on water?
Frogs running on water. Here we go. A compilation of sorts.
I'm trying to see where I saw a good.
Little son of a bitch.
Look at that poops go.
Now, if you would have said, well, it's kind of like when a frog runs on water.
He's Jesus. He's
He is.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Those are a bunch of Jesuses.
Look at all those wee Jesuses. Look at those wee Jesuses walking on the water.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. I've never seen anything like that. Good for them. So, yeah, ISIS threw 6 of their spies. They say they were spies for the Iraqi government and threw them in boiling vats of tar.
And they jump out like the frogs do.
Yeah, I don't think they had the opportunity. Have you followed that murder of the imam?
Yeah, in New York?
Yeah,
Not really.
We
just
haven't
the
really
fact that he
talked
was
about
whacked.
it. Yeah,
Did
him.
they catch somebody?
They did. They did.
What's his story?
Well, all I heard was this is a race thing, or a Muslim attack on Muslims. It's a hate crime. That's all you've heard, and maybe it is, but people are jumping to that rather quickly. But the guy that's suspected of shooting and killing this imam and his assistant in New York. They say hatred towards Muslims. He had hatred towards Muslims in the days after 9/11. I think a lot of people kind of had that feeling. No offense. I read that and I was like, oh, he's fucked. His brother said that to authorities, like, oh, yeah, he hated Muslims after 9/11, which sounds really bad. But it was a Hispanic guy, and his name's Oscar Morel. He was charged Monday night with 2 counts of second-degree murder for the killings of, bear with me, Imam Maulana Aladdin Akanji.
Aladdin?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, right? Aladdin? And Thara Udin, who after police said they recovered a revolver at his home. So they ended up fingering this guy for some reason, and they found the clothes that he was supposedly wearing at the time of the murder. And this happened because when he was taken off after shooting these guys in the head, he hit a bicyclist. Damn cyclist took down his license plate.
Oh, okay.
And so they found clothes matching the description and the gun in a wall in his place.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah, his brother, Alvin Morel. It's like, Alvin, zip it. Alvin. I mean, my man Oscar's got to be sitting there going, you got to be shitting me. Alvin, that was an throwaway comment.
Would you rather be Alvin or Oscar?
Oscar, probably.
Yeah, me too. I would be Oscar.
Yeah, the amount of times you'd get, Alvin.
Or, the Grouch. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
They're both bad.
Yeah, both would stink.
Yeah, they're both bad.
Police would not speculate on a motive, so the possibility that this was a hate crime is certainly possible. His brother told the New York Post that his brother had anger at Muslims over 9/11, but it was only temporary, and now he definitely has no hate for them.
Well, then shut the hell up, Alvin.
Yeah. I mean, I think there were a lot of people on 9/12 that were like, God damn it, fuck those motherfuckers. I think that was a natural reaction to something so horrific as what happened there. So I don't know why Big Mouth can't keep quiet about that. But so this guy was taken into custody, and some in the area say, no, this is less of a hate crime and more of, I guess there's a war in Queens in that area regarding Muslims and Hispanics for whatever
Some
reason.
kind of gang thing or something?
Not gang thing, but I guess they just don't like each other. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is, but let's leave the white guys out of it. We've got enough on our plate
For
right now.
once.
We're always the one that gets fingered for hate. I was glad to see it wasn't just a white dude. Speaking of white dudes, though, there's an Italian restaurant, and I don't know why I'm even reporting this. It's not in the country. It's in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it's drawing criticism on social media for selling merchandise with the slogan of that's mimicking Black Lives Matter, Black Olives Matter. So they just put an O in front of lives, and people are outraged over this. Paisanos, if you're in the Albuquerque area, selling Black Olives Matter shirts and hats after making national news because of that sign a week ago. Rick Camuglia is the owner. He says he put the phrase on the restaurant's main sign to sell a new recipe, a tuna dish with black olive tapenade. Tapenade?
Yeah, I was looking at that word. I'm not sure how you say that. Tapenade?
Tapenade, sure.
I have no idea.
He says he's not trying to stir racial tensions, was only trying to sell food. This is trending like crazy on Twitter, and people are just furious with this guy for making light of Black Lives Matter. Mm-hmm. Look, I don't know how most people feel, but parody is something that just happens no matter what. Like anything that grabs a hold, whether it's entertainment, arts, music, anything in our country that grabs a hold is going to be parodied. And Black Lives Matter is no different. To try to act like this is some racist attack on the movement, no. I would expect more. I'm surprised it hasn't happened more often.
Play on words. You can respect that, right, Mike?
Oh, I absolutely can. It's funny how one letter difference, and it sounds so different. Black Lives Matter, Black Olives Matter. You know what I mean?
Yes. Created a whole different word.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
How to pronounce tapenade?
I bet it's tapenade. Is it playing?
Tapenade.
Tapenade.
Tapenade. Were you guys watching the Olympics last night at all? I'm sure
No.
you didn't, Jay. They finally got the green pool blue again.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
What was it? Did they figure
They
it
had
out?
to drain it. They drained the whole damn pool. Yeah, I guess it's some algae that they couldn't fix. But
Just the diving pool, or did I hear it went into the pool next to it?
I thought last I knew it was just the diving pool. Not totally sure, but the diving pool is the one they drained. It was funny. I was watching some of the divers last night, and it's an outdoor pool, and so they had wind issues, and so these sons of bitches are standing up there, trying to balance, and they kept having to take time out because they were getting blown over by 40-mile-an-hour winds.
Oh, man.
It was throwing their routines off. It was pretty funny. Some of the guys were really struggling with it. And then there was, how pissed would you be, Jay? You wouldn't believe it. This guy was doing, what was it? You watched it.
Yeah, 110 hurdles. It was in the
Yeah, the
qualifying.
110-meter hurdles.
Yeah.
Oh, he got false started out, right?
Yes.
DQ'd, man.
Dude.
Not even running the race. Wasn't he the gold medalist from last time?
Was he?
No?
No,
Okay.
I don't think
misread
so.
that then.
But
Yeah.
look, I don't think so. But he did get DQ'd.
He just took off a hair too soon. I didn't know I figured they'd give you one freebie false start. But no, they DQ'd him. That dude was so pissed. Imagine working 4 years for your moment.
And then trying to cheat and getting caught.
Do you think he was trying to cheat? I don't think he was
I
trying to
don't know.
cheat, but he's like, I notice what bad sports the Olympians are. I don't know why, but they always we're so used to athletes being so trained in how to address the media, how to talk to the media. They go through such training on that. When you talk about Major League Baseball players, and there's really not all that often do you see these flare-ups or people acting like bad sports or babies or
Hope
talking
Solo.
about, yeah. But this guy's just like ripping his name tag off and his other one, and he was
pissed.
furious, and he's laying down on the ground. He's going into a fit, and he's rolling around and crying. And
How about the
Well,
chick
it's a-
who dove across the line for the 400? You see that? I think a
Yeah.
Bahamian barely beat our
Yeah,
girl, right?
which-
Yeah.
But it's legal. It's a legal move.
Yeah.
she was tripping.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think she was going down.
I
I
just
don't
saw a
think she-
still image of her just flat out.
Yeah, I think she started to lose her footing towards the last few feet of the race, and yeah, she ended up winning.
Yeah, it was crazy. What was I gonna say? Oh, sorry. I was gonna get a picture, I guess.
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Hey, let's take a quick break. I need a coffee, and we'll come back and we'll tell you what's going on with Vanderbilt and their Confederate. They're removing some Confederate issue at their school, and also Kim Jong-un. And Temple of the Dog. Were people fans of Temple of the Dog, the grunge group featuring some of the Soundgarden members and Pearl Jam members? We'll get you an update on them next.
The Detroit Cast continues after this short break.
Hey, it's Steve Gabar, the general manager at Zod Ford in Holly. You want to lease the #1 selling vehicle in America for 35 years running and the #1 selling pickup truck for 39 years in a row? Well, then today is your lucky day. Right now at Zod Ford, we're leasing new 16 Ford F-150 Super Cab 4x4s at only $169 a month. You heard right. The best-selling pickup truck in America is only $169, and it's only at Zod Ford. Check out our dominating deals and massive inventory at ZotFord.com.